Welcome to a new episode of our podcast dedicated to regulatory affairs and life science. In today's episode, we will talk of the importance of statistics in post-market surveillance of medical devices. Statistics has a central role in the post-market surveillance and in the evaluation of medical device safety. After being placed on the market, monitoring a device performance is a continuous activity, allowing the identification of potential risks and ensuring a constant updating of the risk-benefit profile, as requested by Regulation EU 2017-745, the so-called MDR. The use of suitable statistic tools permits to turn the collected data into real evidence that is essential to support regulatory and strategic decisions. In the context of post-market surveillance, one of the most used analyses concerns the trend of adverse events. The Poisson distribution is often employed to shape the frequency of rare events, permitting to evaluate if the number of reports falls within the expected limits or an abnormal increase is observed. For instance, a substance-based medical device used in the treatment of skin diseases could be monitored to verify the onset of unexpected adverse events, such as prolonged irritation or sensitization. If the data show an increase in the number of reactions compared to the data reported in the literature or in the pre-market studies, statistic tests such as the chi-square test could highlight a significant difference between populations of patients with different characteristics, suggesting the need of a deeper examination. Another method that is widely used is the analysis of survival, often applied through the Kaplan-Meier curves. These tools are essential to evaluate the duration of the performance of a medical device in time and to identify critical moments where there is an increased risk of inefficacy or adverse events. For a substance-based medical device used as intra-articular lubricant in patients affected by osteoarthrosis, the analysis could show a reduction of efficacy after a certain number of weeks, suggesting the need of a more frequent therapeutic boosts than the one initially scheduled. The use of Cox regression models can help find in which factors such as the age of the patient or the level of initial inflammation affect more the duration of treatment effect. In the Periodic Safety Update Report, PSUR, statistics is even more strategic. This document, required by Regulation 2017-745, must include a detailed analysis of the safety and performance data collected in time. For instance, in case of eye drops to treat eye dryness, an analysis with a cumulative sum Q-sum method could reveal a gradual increase in the events of intolerance in time, permitting the intervention before the problem becomes significant at clinical level. Another key aspect in the drafting of the PSUR concerns the assessment of the risk-benefit profile. The use of Bayesian models can be useful to integrate data from different sources and to improve the probability estimation of the adverse events, even when available data are limited. In the case of a substance-based medical device used for wound disinfection, this approach could allow comparison of the safety data collected in different countries and an evaluation of the total risk on a wider population, contributing to a more robust assessment. In parallel with the PSUR, the post-market clinical follow-up, PMCF, represents another key element of the MDR. The PMCF involves the collection and continuous analysis of post-market clinical data to confirm the safety and performance of the device in time. Advanced statistic techniques, such as the logistic regression models or machine learning, can be used to identify patterns in the data that might suggest a variation in the device risk profile. The application of statistics to post-market surveillance and safety reports is not only a legal obligation, but also an essential tool to ensure patients' safety and a device's long-term success. A correct interpretation of the collected data allows manufacturers to take informed decisions to improve their product quality and to reply effectively to any request from regulatory authorities. The consulting company Renzo Regulatory Affairs supports manufacturers of medical devices in all phases of the post-market surveillance, providing assistance in the data statistic analysis, in the preparation of PSURs and PMCFs, and in the interactions with regulatory authorities. Thanks to their expertise in this sector, Renzo Regulatory Affairs helps companies to implement statistic methods that are suitable to continuously monitoring safety and performance of medical device, ensuring compliance with the requirements of Regulation 2017/745. Our custom-made approach permits to optimize risk management and to promptly respond to any critical issue, ensuring a sound regulatory path consistent with market expectations. Thanks for listening to today's episode. If you want to listen to other podcasts, sign up for our channel, follow up on the social media, and join us for next episode.